According to National Population Council, 44.9% of women between 15 and 19 had their first sexual intercourse unprotected. There are more than 22 million teenagers in the national territory, and according to the National Institute of Statistics and Geography, more than half of women between the ages of 12 to 19 years old have been pregnant. But why is that? Mexico has a low level of sexual education compared to other countries. The impact of this is reflected on the statistics and the problematics that we are now facing. But first of all, in order for you to fully understand the importance of sexual education, I'll explain more about the meaning of it, the impact of not having it, and describe some of the situations we live in the country. What does sexual education mean? According to the World Health Organization, sexual education aims to develop and strengthen the ability of children and young people to make conscious, satisfying, healthy, and respectful choices regarding relationships, sexuality, emotional, and physical health. There's also a program made by scientists in Iran where they study preschoolers' sexual education and the outstanding role their parents have in the sexual socialization of children, where the studies show that parents who make their children aware of sex education by appropriate communication will have a positive effect on sexual safety and outcome. The studies provide also that the provision of answers to the child's sexual curiosities not only does not bring about the child's early sexual activities, but also postpone them. It is also exposed that Latin American mothers hardly ever talk on the sexual issues with their children, leading us in some cases to a bad consequence because of the lack of the proper sexual education. Leaving children at the hand of a bad information can be easily found on the internet. Therefore, sexual education for children is the basis for becoming a sexually healthy adult in the future. There are a lot of point of views about this topic, because here in our country, since many years ago, many topics regarding sex, even though it is focused on the action of educating people about it, is considered as a taboo or forbidden topic because of the way older people made us to see the bodies and any sexual act. Abstinence is one of the first things some people think about it when it comes to a solution for those pregnancies. But is it really a solution? There are a lot of studies easy to find that explain that what's forbidden for us instead of serving us, it deters us. A ban generates an attraction of that which we are forbidden, or sometimes because of curiosity. The reality is that there's a lot of myths about the topic because some people actually think that seeing sexual education as a priority will deprive children of the innocence. But what's really important, what is happening nowadays here in Mexico as an impact or a consequence? Let's just focus on one fact provided by WHO that will help us to understand a little bit better. Sexual education and an open attitude towards sexuality does not make it easier for pedophiles to abuse children. The opposite is the case. When children learn about equality and respecting relationships, they are in a better position to recognize abusive people and situations. This is important to be told because nowadays in Mexico we're facing a hard reality that is affecting us as a society, as people, and as human beings. As it was mentioned before, Mexico is lacking a sexual education system. People are actually growing with the idea of seeing the human body in a morbid way. They prefer to follow advice from friends or even strangers instead of attending an expert person because of how society looks the action of getting the right information and help. People do think that sex and the other topics related to it should be silenced and even banned from schools or education system because they believe they will provoke young people to be early sexually active, when it's believed as forbidden to many religious people before you contract marriage. But the actual truth is that people are getting affected because of not receiving the right education, and it's starting to manifest in problems like abusive conducts and sexual abuses to help children, women, and in some cases men. Modern society is sexually objectifying people, especially girls. If you see any movie or look closely to some publicity, you can actually see how the body is used as a way to call your attention so they can promote a product. But you don't have to go that far away to see the real effect of this. People on the street tend to look at some specific body parts in a morbid way, and they even call names to others, making them feel uncomfortable and insecure. But the truth is that we have more serious problems than that, because the consequences are going further. Consequences and big problematics that lead us just to one reason: the lack of sexual education in our country. So in conclusion, Mexico has a problem when it comes to sexual education. We need to know about the impact to take it serious so in that way we can avoid or prevent the country of having bigger problematics or consequences affecting the new generations. So it's time for us to take the bandage off of our eyes and face the reality based on the real information in order to help this country to improve by giving the right guide to the ones that need it. My name is Claudia Romero, and that was all for my part. Thank you so much.